Hey everyone, John here! And Nintendo are gearing up for the next generation with Switch 2 by first getting some bad news out of the way. There's two things, and it's going to affect everyone, but specifically, digital users are going to suffer the most. So let's just read the first thing, which Nintendo of Europe tweeted, which says, "From March 25th, it will no longer be possible to earn My Nintendo Gold points. Existing gold points can still be used after this date on the eShop within 12 months of being earned." And if you don't remember what gold points are, it's basically a royalty reward scheme. So if you buy a game directly from the eShop, you get gold points, which converts to real money. And this works with physical games too. Put a cartridge in, and as long as it's within the redeemable time frame, you will get gold points. You get more for digital games, but physical games get them too. And that gives you a discount on everything from the eShop. So you can accumulate a lot of money if you buy games primarily on the Switch. I know people who pay for their NSO subscriptions with gold points. I've seen people buy entire games with gold points. It's always just a nice surprise when you buy something, especially a discounted game, to then get an additional discount from the reward scheme. Gold points rule. They were never really given the recognition they deserve, but they really made buying on the Switch feel like you're rewarded for it. But that's being scrapped come March 25th, which is a huge, huge shame. And I'm thinking about the reason behind it. There's the optimist side, and there is the pessimist side. The pessimist side is they don't want you to have discounts anymore. that might be the extent of it. But then there's also the optimistic side of platinum points are very rare to get hold of. Platinum points were primarily tied to mobile games, which Nintendo doesn't really do anymore. In fact, they don't do it at all anymore. They basically got their fingers out of all the mobile pies. Mario Kart Tour is finished. Animal Crossing now has an offline version. They don't do mobile anymore. So perhaps they are just getting rid of points entirely, and maybe another reward scheme will replace gold and platinum points. That's what I hope for, but I guess it's best to expect the worst and be surprised if something good happens. So for now at least, the reward scheme is going, and that sucks. But there's also a second piece of news, and this one just really blows. I first saw this on Vooks.net, so big shout out to Vooks. And if you go onto the Nintendo game voucher page, and by the way, game vouchers have been running throughout basically the entire life cycle in Europe. They were gone for a bit in America, but then came back. But if you scroll down to the bottom of the page, you will now see this text. Regarding Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games, please note that the Nintendo Switch game vouchers cannot be redeemed for Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games. Which is to say, you cannot buy Switch 2 games with game vouchers. They will stick around for Switch 1 games, at least that's what it seems like, but you cannot buy brand new Switch 2 games in the future. Which is almost the same thing as them going away. They're not going to continue adding brand new games into the Switch 2's life. Which also sucks, because you can get some really good deals with the voucher program. Let me just check how much it is, because I'm primarily a physical user, but for digital users, this blows. So, in the UK at least, it's £84, and most Nintendo games are £50. And if you don't recall what the game voucher program is, it's basically a 2-for-1. You pay £84, and you get any two first-party Nintendo games. It can work on pre-orders, it can work on existing games. So you could get Xenoblade Chronicles X, a £50 eShop game, and Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, a £50 eShop game, usually £100, £84 instead, with gold coins as a bonus, which is being taken away as well, which just blows. If you are primarily a digital owner, I imagine you probably got a lot out of the game voucher program, especially with games like Tears of the Kingdom. In Europe, we've had a few premium price games. Breath of the Wild, Smash Bros. Ultimate, and Tears of the Kingdom were all $60 rather than $50. And in America, Tears of the Kingdom was a $70 game, and that was part of the game voucher program. And I think we can work under the assumption that more $70 games are going to happen. And it blows that you can't use that in the foreseeable future with game vouchers. So when the next 3D Mario comes out, or the next 3D Zelda, whatever's going to be priced at $70, you're going to have to pay that $70 if you want the game. There's no way around it. You can't use your gold points to get some value off. You can't do the game voucher program to save yourself in the long term. It's just bad news all around. It definitely feels like they're getting this out of the way now, so that there isn't disappointment when they're showing the system off, the Switch 2, that is. But for now, sucks. Sucks, especially for digital guys, but sucks for all of us. I quite often forget to redeem my gold points on physical games, but I always have a fleeting moment where I just gather all my cartridges together, plug them into the Switch, and see which ones are still redeemable. And I have definitely saved a lot of money using gold coins, so blows the big one. But let me know what your history has been with gold coins and the game voucher program. What have you bought with it? And are you going to miss this stuff? Do you remember to redeem your gold points if you're a physical owner? Let me know. And hopefully something in the future replaces gold points, but the game voucher program, I can't see anything replacing that, which sucks. But thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you next time with more Nintendo updates and far more Nintendo stuff and other video games too. We can talk about other video games. See you later, everyone. Bye.